warm welcome to all of you who have tuned to watch our weekly magazine program, Youth Folio. More and more militant groups are signing suspension of operations agreement with the government, realizing the futility of violence. Recently, it was the Ranjan Daimari faction of NDFB. This and more in our first section.
Government signs suspension of operations agreement with NDFB-R. GPRN NSCN condemns fratricidal killings on Raising Day function in Nagaland. Tea garden owners and association protest against extortion demands by Alpha. Manipur condemns militants for blasts. Northeast Zone Cultural Centre brings various tribes together to participate in Ethnic Food Festival in Guwahati. The central government and state government of Assam signed a tripartite suspension of operations agreement with Assam's militant outfit NDFB's Ranjan Daimari faction on the 29th of November. Daimari has submitted a list of 579 cadres and 40 weapons. The government would set up 2 camps for the cadres, one at Udalguri district and the other one at Panbari in Dhubri district of Assam.
Today we have signed ceasefire agreement and we hope that now we can find ways and means to resolve the conflict through political dialogue. Our movement is a political movement. So whatever we have, so this is only for the political purposes.
We have signed the SU agreement with Ranjan Daimari group. The agreement is a little more strict than the agreement signed with other groups earlier. Based on our experience, we have made it stringent. And they'll be moving into the camps as and when the camps are ready. The situation is being dealt with. Every day criminals are getting the treatment they deserve. It will be intensified. Peace process and what is happening in the area are 2 different things. There are 2 different groups, 3 different groups. And there is a group, the leader of which is sitting in Burma. It is his boys who are indulging in this kind of activities. They will be dealt with.
A large number of Naga people, including not only common people of Nagaland, but also members of other Naga underground factions like NNC, FGN, and several prominent NGOs came in to witness the 6th Raising Day function of GPRN NSCN on the 22nd of November at the Kehoi camp at Dimapur. Apart from speeches by leaders, the event also included release of balloons, songs and dances. Prominent speakers was the group's president, General Retired Khole Konyak, who regretted the ego clashes among the leaders and factional killings, which was coming in the way of Nagaland's development and complete peace. Kilonsar Kitovi expressed his disappointment with NSCN-IM's lack of transparency, wherein their agenda of talks with the government of India was not revealed to any group or civil society.
Principle amakan sob munjur hoise lagati milakene jabo lage reconcile kuri lobo lage amakan majote kata kati kuri thaka to hole pakla laga kam ase ki gole bi lagatu common future thakibo lage koikina amakan NNG Naga National Government bunabo koikina itu bi munjur hoise ite Naga National Government bunakene ki rasta te itu formula tu kinga kuri kene jabo le কথা কুৰা হুমাতে মিস্ত্ৰী মহিবা পৰা কৈছে আমিতো ইণ্ডা চৰকাৰী লোকৰ কথা কুৰা এতিয়া 14 সাল হৈছে 14 years আৰু এতিয়াতো ফাইনেল ষ্টেজতে আহিছে আপোনাখান সব ইয়াতে মিলাবি ইয়াতে পৰা আমাখান নাগা নেশ্যনেল গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট বনাই কিনে যাব 14 years 14 সাল ইণ্ডা চৰকাৰী লোকৰ কথা কৰি কিনে আজি তো একো চাৰ্টাৰ অফ ডিমাণ্ড থকা নাই একো প্ৰপ'জাল থকা নাই আজানতা থকা নাই একোপৰা তো একো নাথাকা লোক একো নাজানিলে আমাখানতো তাতিকিলে মিলাই কিনে যাব
Mrs. Ebe U. Meru, President of Naga Mothers Association, urged the cadres to maintain exemplary lives and refrain from violence.
The tragedies of our past history of fratricide and senseless killings have blotted the pages of our struggle, both within our people and in the eyes of the outside world. We urge all our leaders and brothers here at Khoikem to lead the way for better understanding among the different groups of national workers.
Then there was Joel Kath, convener of Action Committee Against Unabated Taxation or ACOUT, who warned the underground groups that serious repercussions would come if the groups defied the will of the people of the land.
We have every right to tell our revolutionary groups Takam Goldi Ushugulibi, Takam Balgam Gurchugulibi. I think being a conscious keeper, we have the right to tell them where they've gone wrong.
The event passed off peacefully with all sections realizing that continuance of peace is a must for the state. The tea industry, which is the pride of Assam, is now being targeted by the Paresh Barua faction of Alpha. Lately, this industry, which is already facing competition from the onslaught of cheap tea from China and Sri Lanka, has become the focus point of militants too, who want to further put monetary burden on them in the way of extortions. Recently, many garden owners have received extortion notices like this one, with demand amounts varying between Rs 15 lakhs to Rs 50 lakh. Signed by Jibon Assam, the so-called finance secretary of the outfit, who cannot even spell 50 lakh correctly, the demands have mentioned that this is an annual amount. The tea garden owners and association have appealed to the government to give them more protection and save them from this new danger, which would have serious adverse effects on the prices of the tea, the employment scenario, and sale of Assam tea.
असम टी इंडस्ट्री बहुत बुरी दिन गुजर रहा था, लेकिन अभी 4-5 साल से वो अच्छा दिन आने लगा है। अभी फ़िलहाल तो प्राइसेस और प्रोडक्शन दोनों अच्छा है, लेकिन अभी थोड़ा दिन से हम लोग का ऊपर में जो उग्रपंथी संगठन है उन लोग का काफ़ी डिमांड नोट्स आया है, और एक अल्फ़ा इंडिपेंडेंट जो है परेश बरुआ ग्रुप का, उनका भी काफ़ी जो डिमांड नोट आया है। और इस बार हम लोग ये नया चीज़ देखा है कि वो लोग ने एक एनुअल टैक्स लगाना चाह रहा है। तो जो ये चीज़ असम में पहले नहीं था, ये पहले हम लोग सुनता था कि ये नागालैंड में था, लेकिन अभी असम में भी वो लोग एनुअल टैक्स डिमांड करना चाह रहा है कि हर गार्डन से इतना लाखों रुपया का एनुअल टैक्स हर गार्डन देना पड़ेगा।